Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel, and today I have another pick a card for you. And today's topic is, who do people think you are? So when they see you, when they meet you, who do they think you are? And I have 3 piles for you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So go ahead and take a second, see which pile resonates with you, and we can go ahead and get started. Hi, pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, then this is your reading on who do people think you are. Okay, so I'm getting kind of a general energy here. So I think people think that you're a romantic. Number 1, there's something very romantic about you. Maybe the way that you look, the way that you dress. People could think that you're the type of person that a lot of people fall in love with, or you could even have people secretly fall in love with you a lot more than you realize. There's a level of honesty here. I do feel like people think you're the kind of person that lives a bit of a charmed life, if I'm honest. But it's one of those people where it's like they deserve it. There's something very warm, very inviting, very sweet about you. You do have a level of strength to you. So people could also think you're someone who takes really good care of themselves. I think I see a lot of mental strength here as well. Very well-rounded individual, but very romantic, almost like a bit of a Disney prince or princess kind of vibe. It does feel like you also don't really put on airs either. You know those people where it's like no matter what their circumstances are, no matter what they do or what they have, they always just seem to live well. They seem to be happy. They seem to get a lot of opportunities. People could think that you're a very lucky individual. If you have a relationship with God, people also see that that relationship is the real deal. 100%. I'm so curious, like as we tap into this energy, who do people think you are? Let's get a couple more. Ace of Pentacles, very blessed, lucky individual, almost like magical in a way. Who do people think you are? 2 of Pentacles, once again. Page of Pentacles with the, speaking of magical. High Priestess, if you do have any sort of mystical, magical, spiritual side to you, I'll be honest, some people could think that you are some sort of magician, witchy, I just heard fairy. Because it doesn't give me the energy, like people don't see you as the kind of person who will like, you know, brew a potion in their cauldron. Devil, Star, yeah, and the 9 of Wands. I'm almost, okay, with the Devil, the Star, and the 9 of Wands, it's almost like when something hard comes into your path, it's like it magically is just swept away or something. This is a very magical pile. People think that you are magical in some way, or you're a really good manifester, or just very lucky. Whatever vocabulary people have for this kind of assumption or vibe, that's what I get here. 7 of Swords with the Justice though, and the 10 of Wands. I want to get one more, and the 2 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. I'm telling you, I don't know if this is people who know you a little bit better, or I'm not really sure what the thought process is for people, but there is this assumption or this belief for you. It's like anytime there's like a hardship or a difficulty or a challenge placed in your path, it's like it just gets magically swept away. I would definitely say people see you as someone who has a charmed life. And it's not even necessarily like you're crazy spoiled or, you know, like you have like millions in your bank account or anything. It definitely feels like you're spoiled by God, spoiled by the universe. Most people, I'll be honest, if they know you, they don't think your life is that hard. 6 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and exactly. And whether this is your energy now, if this resonates for you, or this is the energy you're moving into, have a good relationship with God. Put good energy into the universe and watch. You'll relate to this. And it doesn't mean you're not going to have challenges or hardships, but things are just going to resolve themselves really quite smoothly. Just let God do it, you know? Keep up your end of the bargain, be a good person, give him his due praise, and watch. It's really interesting. I think honestly this energy could even be coming from people who either have like tried to do something to you, have some sort of ill will towards you, or even if they don't know you, just kind of feeling some like negative feelings towards you. It's like things always just kind of happen where in the end you're able to move forward, you're content, you're happy, and they're just kind of like stuck in it. There's like something about that, and I don't know, I guess it'll make sense for you. But I definitely see that people in your past and people that you've run into just kind of get caught up in their own web here. Like you're always good, you always move forward. And if people do wish ill on you or do want bad things for you, they just kind of stay stuck in that energy. It never really seems to manifest. Yeah, you are definitely blessed and highly favored here. That's who people think you are. The Hermit. With the Queen of Pentacles. But once again, look, and the Star. For some reason, I don't know why this is like bothering some people or disturbing some people here. I do think some people actually do get over it though. This is what's interesting. So it's not that this energy just smooths out the path for you moving forward. I also think it smooths out people's energy with you. So I think, if I'm honest, like looking at your energy right away, something very romantic, charmed, almost like, why am I imagining like someone floating down with like butterflies around them? Just a very magical, like Disney kind of energy almost. And I think for some people who are a little jaded or hardened, they initially have a pretty bad reaction to this energy. But your energy doesn't just smooth out your path, it also smooths out this feeling in people. So if people initially are like, you know, jealous or salty, I think eventually they do calm down. Now, I will say this. As you're getting to know people, as you're bringing people into your life, really take your time. You don't have to, you know, let people in right away or ingratiate people in your life right away. Take your time. Because even though this energy will smooth out most people, you know, some people are dedicated to being like evil or haters. Like that's just, they make that their life's work. We have to accept that that exists in this world. But for a lot of people, I feel like, you know, in a movie, why am I thinking of the movie like Tangled? Where like initially the character is almost like off-put by this very like happy-go-lucky character, but eventually they fall in love with her. Whether it's her personality, her kindness, and I definitely see that resonates for you no matter what gender you are. You have this lovable energy that I think just, it wins over most people. So that's what people think you are. Really nice energy. I do hope that resonated. I hope you enjoyed that. You can feel free to check out one of the other pals if you're curious. You can check out my Patreon if you want to see the exclusive version of this reading there. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you'd like me to read the energy in your situation. But thank you so much. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, pal 2. So if you chose the second pile, then this is your reading on who do people think you are. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of stability here. So people could definitely think that you are someone who really prioritizes kind of the close relationships or the close connections in your life here. And you might come off a bit reserved, but not necessarily in a bad way. It's giving me more the energy of someone who wants to protect their stability, their privacy even. So people could definitely assume quite a bit about your financial standing, if I'm honest. Very fair person. This is like one of the first professions I'm getting, but people could assume that you work in some sort of justice capacity. So it could give like government worker, lawyer, judge, some sort of high level profession like that. It's not that you're unfriendly, but you definitely don't give too much of yourself. You're not overly friendly. People could assume either you have quite a bit of stability with a partner or you come from a high level of stability. I also see some nice balance here though. So you seem like the kind of person who can wear multiple hats. You can sit in a Queen of Pentacles or a King of Pentacles. So you can both generate opportunity, stability, finances for yourself, and you can also keep them, manage them, and maintain them. Very fair individual, kind of like, I do feel like people assume that either because of your circumstances or what you do for a living or your history, you have to maintain a certain level of, I don't know why I heard the word incognito. You kind of give me the vibe of someone who maybe like, why am I thinking of the show Mrs. Maisel? I just watched an episode recently where they found out that one of the characters, the brother of the main character, has been like a secret government agent the whole time. So there is this feeling that you are hiding, not hiding necessarily, but there's something of importance about you that you don't readily share with people. Like people could assume that you're important in some way. Yeah, something about importance here. So people think you're an important person. The Temperance here. And something with how you carry yourself too. 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Okay, 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, there's something about your background or your intimate life here though. Let's see, let's get some more. 6 of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands. Definitely some assumptions here that you have a good support system or a good network or something. That could be true, that could not be true. This is just based on kind of assumptions. And if I'm honest, I didn't share this with any other pile, but yours pile too. But the idea for this reading came because I've been really busy the past couple days and I've been meeting a lot of different people. And there was one person in particular that I met that really caught my attention. And just based on the way she looked, the way that she carried herself, I made some assumptions about her. They weren't bad assumptions, but they were totally different from her actual reality of who she was. And I found that really interesting. When you learn more details about a person, it's like, wow, I really thought that wasn't the case. So I'm getting here that regardless of what your situation is, you're giving off this vibe where people think that you are someone of importance here. The Temperance. You don't feel like, and the Hierophant, that's an important person, all right. It's like you're friendly, you're warm, but I feel like a lot of people when they're in your energy kind of fall into this feeling of like, even if they are kind of a bigger person themselves or a more important person, there's this feeling of, I don't know if it's your spiritual rank or what you've got going on, but people can't help but kind of like defer to you in some ways when it comes to your energy, or like your energy really demands respect. It could just be your spiritual rank here and people are like not even fully understanding what that means, but they're just feeling it. 6 of Pentacles, very balanced. 6 of Wands. I think you carry yourself in a way where you're confident, you're self-assured. I think that you are active, whether you're pursuing a connection or work or something like that. Like you're not afraid, but there's nothing desperate about you, if that makes sense. Yeah, Magician. You do what it takes to move your goals forward, right? So, you'll send that email, you'll make that call, you'll follow up with that person, but there's nothing about your energy that's like, I need you or I need this. It's just like, I'm here, nice to meet you, or I'm looking forward to this. I like your energy. It feels like a really good meal. Sorry, I don't know why, but like just, yeah. like nourishing. Your energy feels nourishing and nourished. I feel like if you have any goals, this is definitely kind of a boss-like energy, if I'm honest. So if you have goals or ambitions, I highly encourage you to pursue them. Ace of Swords, yeah. And if you've got a relationship with God, people are feeling that. Whether they know it or not, they're feeling it. Page of Wands, King of Swords, and the Judgment. Okay, this is really random, but I just keep seeing the brother from Marvelous Miss Maisel, that show. Really great show, by the way. But the brother, he seems, like nice and affable, amiable, just like a friendly guy, right? Like a very like chill for the most part. But he's smart, but like chill, with this Page of Wands energy. And then we later find out that he's like this high level government official and he's been keeping this from people. It's kind of that energy. And I don't know if this is like the case for you. It definitely doesn't have to be that specifically. It could be anything, Maybe people find out that you're highly intelligent or highly ambitious or very accomplished, or you have a really great relationship with God that really helps propel your dreams and goals forward. Whatever that is, that's what people think that you are. Like a high-ranking individual or someone on the way to a high-ranking status here. 10 of Cups. People like you. People also find you very attractive, just so you know. There's also this feeling too of like not wanting to fight you or not wanting to have conflict with you. It's like someone who's a big deal but doesn't want people to know that they're a big deal kind of vibe. Or I'll be honest, if you have people around you that are a big deal, in their field or in their line of work or something like that, they kind of see you as like a big deal in the making, or if you already are. I just keep getting that, like a big deal. And I'll be honest, you work hard, you have ambitions, you pursue your goals, you will be. I think you're doing it for the right reasons for sure, but I think you're in a great energy for it as well. Like you're doing just enough. You're not doing too much. And there's something here where I think a lot of people, they just kind of feel confident in you. Like even people that are just meeting you, people that are seeing you, there's this feeling of like, when you see those people who just look like they're, they take good care of themselves, they walk with purpose, they seem confident, friendly, warm, but capable. That's that feeling. People think that you are a highly capable individual who either has achieved greatness, is destined for greatness, or is great and is trying to hide it to not ruffle feathers or something like that. But it's a beautiful energy. And this energy definitely resonates in the sense that I've met plenty of people like this, where you meet them, you're like, oh, like this is a really like cool, like nice person. They seem like, a great person. And then you later find out they're like, oh yeah, they're like very high ranking and everybody knows them and respects them. I'm like, oh, that definitely is the vibe that you're on. And once again, this could be an energy that's cultivating for you. The way that I see energy is like a garden. So you plant your seeds, you water them, you tend them, and you let them grow. Some people plant, interesting seeds. But your seeds, I'm seeing success. I'm seeing respect. I'm seeing high rank in whatever you're doing. So really pursue that because I think you'll be successful in it. That's what I have for you, pal, too. Great energy. I do hope this resonated. I hope this is helpful for you. You can feel free to check out one of my other readings if you would like, one of the other piles if you're curious. You can watch my Patreon if you want to support me there and watch the Patreon version of this reading there. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like me to read the energy in your situation. But thank you so much, and until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, Pile 3. So if you chose a third pile, then this is your reading on who do people think that you are. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of success in some areas and maybe some challenges in other areas. So kind of the literal who do people think you are. People could think that you're someone who is quite blessed or quite talented in something that you do or some part of your life here. This could be work, this could be a hobby, a pursuit, a goal. I do feel like people think that you're a highly successful and capable individual. But those people where it's like, why am I seeing someone like this is kind of a random example, but like, you know, like a Taylor Swift kind of person, or you know those people who are really, really successful in their career but maybe struggle with like love or friendships or belonging, something like that. It feels like there's a big contrast here with the Six of Swords to the Five of Swords. It's like really doing well in a lot of areas of life, but there's some area where it's like it hasn't quite solidified yet. It almost feels like a balance of energy where so much good energy has been poured into one area of life, right? So it could be your job. It could be, once again, your hobbies, maybe your friendships. You could have moved somewhere or started a business, something like that, where all the energy went there. So there wasn't a whole lot of energy to nourish some other area of life. But it's kind of like, well, okay, like that other area will blossom and bloom when it blossoms and blooms. Let's get some more. And these two are at the bottom. Yeah, Knight of Swords at the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. There's something here. I don't know if you talk about something that you struggle with, or yeah. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe you've gone through something, and I mean, I get it. We've all been there. But there's something about your energy or something you're saying, or people know, like there's something that you are not happy with or not satisfied with. Eight of Wands, it could be talking about it. Five of Cups. Oh, yeah, and the Justice. Yeah. Oh, or this could also be the energy of someone who is like, ooh, I'm not going to say the example that I'm thinking of because it's not bad. It's not, in my opinion. But this is like someone who is highly capable, you know, very intelligent, very successful. But there's some issue or some topic that just really gets you like fired up. Like this is like the highly intelligent college student that feels really strongly about a certain issue and really makes sure to speak about it, that kind of thing. The High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, and the Judgment here. Yeah. Like there's something you're very passionate about or something that you really want to see change or fixed or evolve or something. And I see it. It makes sense to me. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Very attractive. Very passionate, well-spoken. People see you as someone who's going to affect change here. So once again, this doesn't even necessarily have to be some specific personal thing going on in your life. Like your personal life could be fine, but it's some issue or some topic that's really important to you. And people know that it's important to you. Six of Pentacles. High Priestess. And I think a lot of your energy goes towards whatever this is. It could be a personal thing. It could not be a personal thing. But something about the shock of that contrast. I'm thinking of a particular person. This person keeps popping into my head. And I don't think at all that you are like this person. But this is a great example of what this energy looks like. The contrast of someone, I mean, the Two of Cups, the Emperor, and the Ace of Pentacles, I think a lot of people really like you, really admire you, are very taken by you. But at the same time, there's something that you're passionate about or something that really troubles you or bothers you, and people know that. Ten of Wands, yeah. With the Strength. It's like burdened by something very important. This feels more intimate. So this could be people who know you a little bit better. I don't really get that this is necessarily strangers. It could be like if you're really out there about certain things that you care about, or if you're just kind of walking through the world like clearly like bothered by something or by the state of things. But this definitely feels like more people who know you or people who are closer to you, people you've talked to about certain things. Let's get some more. Who do people think you are? Ten of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So that's the thing. I feel like, yeah. I keep getting this same, gosh. Yeah, if you know who I might be referring to, I know this is very vague. You can leave it in the comments if you want to. It's a very popular issue at the moment. But I think it speaks to a wider energy where a lot of people, smart people, attractive people, talented people, people from good families, good homes, I think we all have issues that we're passionate about because this world needs fixing for sure. And I think whoever resonates for this pile, you're all going to have your different issues that you feel passionately about. But people see you as someone who, has it all going for you. In terms of your personal life, everything that you have, everything that you are, you've got it all going for you. But you're not the kind of person who's just going to be like, well, great, my life is good, or I'm taken care of, or I come from a good family, or my job is good, or whatever, and I don't care about other people. You're not like that at all. Yeah. You're not the kind of person who doesn't care about other people. I think we all have our different issues that we focus on or that really speak to us, but you're not a superficial. People do not see you as superficial at all. Like, you care deeply about important things, Once again, this could be someone who comes from a really comfortable country, like I do. But you care about other countries or people in your community who are suffering. Like, that comes through really, really strongly. People see you as someone who could easily be selfish and blissfully naive of other people because of your personal circumstances and where you are in life right now, but you're not that person. Like, you care about other people. You care about important issues. Let's get a little bit more. It's a powerful energy. It's an energy that I think a lot of people are feeling at the moment. The Chariot with okay. So here's what I do like, though. I think that you're balanced. That initial energy came through the way that it did because I think it surprises people, right? It's like when you see someone who's attractive and comes from a good family, it's like, how could they ever be upset with the system? The system was built for someone like them. It's a surprise to people. And I think that's why that energy came through, right? Or, maybe you're attractive and well-dressed, but you're also really smart and you care about important things, something like that. But that's not all that you're made of. I think people are initially kind of surprised by that, and that's why the energy came through. But as people get to know you better, as people hang out with you, it's not like you're constantly railing on people all the time or anything like that. But if you get into important topics, people know that you have serious, passionate, substantive feelings about life, about important issues. And so it's really interesting as we looked into this topic today because I wasn't quite sure how it was going to come through. I just asked, who do people think that you are? People think that you are someone who is a lot deeper than they realized, and someone who maybe, despite having privilege in some area of life, financial privilege, physical privilege, privilege of where you were born, your family, anything, intellect, ability, talent, you don't let that define you, number one. And you don't use that as an excuse to not care about others. Because I'll be honest, there's something about you in your life where you wouldn't necessarily have to care, but you do. I think it's powerful to a lot of people. Two of Wands. Wow. Who do people think you are? They think you're an incredibly enlightened individual. There's something very enlightened about you. And it's not like you talk about, the hard parts of life all the time, but it's sort of like once they hear it, it always stays with them that you care about these things. This is like someone who, maybe they're a very successful business person, but they still acknowledge that our system is largely corrupt and hurts a lot of people. This could be someone who comes from a privileged background and acknowledges that privilege and how it's unfair and unjust. It's really interesting that this came through this way because people see you as someone who, I think we're all faced with this choice, right? No matter where in life you are, there's always someone who is having a harder time. And some people choose to either ignore it or even celebrate it to make themselves feel better. But some people choose to enlighten themselves. Some people choose the higher path. And you're one of those people. Ace of Swords. Who do people think you are? Someone loving, empathetic, kind, but honest with themselves and others. It depends on the topic, because I think that some issues in the world, people are more open to being honest about them than others. But I feel like for you, you're someone who's known as being very intellectually genuine. Like, you will genuinely look for the truth. You will genuinely look for the right path, the right way. If there's a problem, if there's an issue, you're not going to blame your neighbor. You're not going to blame that innocent person who's different than you. You're going to look at the source. There's a lot of people in this world who would rather pick on low-hanging fruit or bully others instead of genuinely looking for the ills in our society. You're not one of those people. It's beautiful. It's powerful. You will be heavily rewarded. And it is an energy that I think a lot of people are starting to lean towards. So expect to see more of this. Expect to see more people choosing the right path. If they have an issue with society, a grievance with society, they're not going to look at the poor or the disenfranchised or the disadvantaged. They're going to genuinely look for the source. You're one of those people. It's beautiful. It's powerful. You're a highly intelligent individual. And someone who could, ignore the plight of others, but you choose not to. And you will be greatly rewarded in heaven for that. I promise you that. Beautiful energy. That's what I have for you. I hope this resonated. I hope this was helpful. What beautiful messages today. A little bit unexpected, but very, very poignant and special. I try not to use super big words, but I can't help it. But I'll always use multiple words to show the same meaning, because I want to make sure this is accessible to everybody. I don't want to be out here acting like Einstein or anything. That's what I have for you. I hope this resonated. I hope this was helpful. Beautiful energy, pile 3. Very, very intelligent person and very intellectually honest. It's beautiful. That's what I have for you. So I do hope this resonated. I hope this was helpful. You can feel free to check out one of my other videos if you would like. You can check out one of the other piles if you're curious. You can check out my Patreon if you want to see the exclusive version of this pick a card there. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like me to read the energy in your situation. But thank you so much, and until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.